Well, hello, Toastmaster. As Sohail told us, we're looking for the work permit, everybody. So this topic starts since I decided to come here to Canada. And I had a complete life in Mexico. I have my family, friends, my couple. I lived with my couple before. But was not enough. I said, I want more. I always say, I have to study in Canada, and I want to go to Vancouver. And I start to search and everything, and I decide to study here. And I say to my couple, if I go to Vancouver, Canada, do you come with me? And he say, yeah, sure. But he didn't believe me. The time passed, and I say, okay, I have my student visa approved, so I'm going to Canada. And my family was really happy. My boyfriend was in shock, and he said, okay. April 1st was my flight to Canada. And Pablo is the name of my boyfriend. He said, I'll go with you, but I have to finish my job. And I say, okay. The time passed here in Vancouver, and I almost say, you know, you're free to know someone else in Mexico. I know you're very well there, but I want to stay here. I want to do this in my life. And he said, no, actually, I'm going with you in May. I want to know Vancouver. And he went here to Vancouver, I guess was just for know the city. And know, or he wants to learn about the country and everything because he was in US before, and we don't like US. So he believes it's like that. And then August, he left his job, and he came here with his tourist visa. He came here to study English because he needs to practice. And I knew it that I can have his work permit for my student visa. I went with 4 consultants, and everybody told me a different answer. One told me, no, it's impossible because it's a private college, not anymore. And I say, okay. One told me, it's going to take 2 months, and I say, 2 months. Okay, he's going to be here 2 months without work? No, it's impossible. He needs to work. And I asked to everybody, and I asked to a classmate, and she told me, you know, I went to the border, and everything was so easy. I just went with my husband, my kid, and was quickly. And I say, okay, I have to go there, and I have to answer because I don't know what happened. We went to the border with our papers as common law, but the agent was really kind. The problem was not enough proof for our common law because they want accounting banks together. So in my country, it's not like that. It's like you're with your couple, you live together, but everybody has his own accounting bank. Okay, and I say, what we going to do? And we arrived to the apartment, and he say, you know, let's go to dinner. We have to relax. And I say, no, I'm really tired. Let's go to sleep. And he say, okay, probably tomorrow go to Squamish. Okay, the next day we went to Squamish, and we hiking. I like to hike and everything. We take the lunch there, and he proposed me. So I was engaged. And I say, oh my God, and okay, we're engaged, but what are you going to do? And he say, call to your college and say that you're going back to Mexico, like 9 days was. And I say, but what we're going to do in Mexico? We're going to get married. We need the work permit, we will live together, It's a paper, and I want to stay with you. So I decide to leave our country, my work, and everything. So let's do it. And come back to Mexico. I get married, was a little wedding, and come back to Canada. We went to the border. I was really confident, and I say, okay, I'm going to have my work permit, well, for my husband. And when we arrived, the agent was really rude. She was a girl, younger, like 30 years, was really young. And she said, okay, you got married 1 week ago, and you've been here for 5 months? And I say, yes. And what is the problem? I don't know, this is so weird. And I say, okay, but why weird? I'm here, I have my papers. I have to tell her all the history about my couple, that we lived together before, we're together since 5 years ago, but we're not worried about one paper. For me, get married is a paper, because if you want to stay with a person, you're going to be with that person. You don't need to get married. But I had to do it if we're going to stay together here in Vancouver. So I told her all the history, and she said, okay, I believe you guys. Now I have to see if your student permit is available for his work permit. And I was thinking like, oh my God. Some consuls told me about the private college and all this stuff. So I was really worried, and my husband too. We're sitting and waiting like 30 minutes, waiting for his work permit, because we do everything so quickly. That's the strange thing. But we wait, and I was in my mind, I got married, and I want to stay here. What happened with him? I don't know. I think in divorce, I swear you. I think in work illegal, I think everything. And finally, the girl comes with his work permit. And I have it. Thank you.